The night sky rarely offers warnings. Even the most seasoned astronomer is prepared for mystery, not alarm. But in early July 2025, a new signature appeared in the star fields over Chile and Hawaii. Telescopes tuned to scan for potential impact threats caught a visitor so fast, so out of place, so completely unbound that it shattered months of predictions in a single day. What had been cataloged as a faint fuzzy comet was suddenly the third confirmed interstellar object to ever cross our solar system, a haunting companion to one I/Oumuamua and two I/Borisov. Its name, 3I/ATLAS. There are rules in astronomy as old as the science itself. Comets develop predictable tails, shine with stable brightness, change only as they are heated by the sun. 3I/ATLAS shattered those rules, rewriting cosmic logic in a burst of brightness so sudden that entire scientific teams questioned if their instruments had broken. The visitor wasn't just visible, it was performing. Orbital secrets and unsettling calculations. From the first weeks, ATLAS's path was tracked obsessively. Every movement fed into models. Every deviation debated across message boards and conference calls. One terrifying realization emerged. 3I/ATLAS wasn't following the playbook for typical solar system wanderers. Instead, its course and speed bore the marks of true interstellar origin. A hyperbolic trajectory, mathematically destined to leave the solar system forever, or so they claimed. Official reports insisted the object would pass harmlessly at 1.8 astronomical units, twice Earth's distance from the sun. No threat, just an enigma. But within hours of the first major data dump, anonymous emails landed in the inboxes of university researchers, amateur astronomers, and citizen scientists. The public data is calibrated, one read. The real trajectory is anomalous. Sudden course changes, unexplained brightening, and a loss of mass approaching 13% since last solar conjunction. The signs pointed to processes no comet should ever display. Even the timing of outbursts seemed coordinated, always just out of the view of Earth's most powerful telescopes, hidden by the glare of the sun and layers of bureaucratic ambiguity. The real physics. Observations from Hubble and James Webb telescopes reveal a diameter somewhere between 0.3 and 5 kilometers, but with a nucleus so shrouded in its own gases that no one can agree on its true size. Its composition is entirely unnatural. A crust irradiated over billions of years, rich in carbon dioxide and residual water ice, and most unsettling of all, unusual amounts of cyanide and atomic nickel vapor echoing through its extended coma. Most comets are dirty snowballs, fusing together water, dust, and rock. But 3I/ATLAS breathes metal and poison. Nickel vapor without corresponding iron, layered cyanide halos, high carbon monoxide, the kind of chemical stratification found in industrial processes, not nature's randomness. Every reading felt deliberate, almost mechanical. The anti-tail phenomenon only deepened the mystery. Where other comets grow tails swept away from the sun, 3I/ATLAS displayed a forward-pointing tail, an anti-tail, violating basic principles and raising whispers of artificial technology. Experts cited other rare examples, but none matched the scale or stability. Why did the anti-tail grow precisely as Earth's solar observatories lost line of sight, vanishing just before crucial moments? Signals in silence. As world attention turned to the sky, the rumors grew louder. Social media exploded with posts about Fibonacci sequence signals pulsing from Atlas at 1,420 megahertz, the so-called hydrogen line SETI researchers cherish. The claim, intelligent transmissions, decoded to deliver messages about gateways and preparation. Observatories and space agencies denied it all, but the chatter grew. Could the secrecy be real? No peer-reviewed study verified these communications. Scientists cautioned about the toxicity of hype, yet the timing of the claims matched the official blackout period when ATLAS slipped behind the sun, unreachable even by the most advanced telescopes. In that window, anything seemed possible, and denial only fueled public suspicion. The Mars encounter. The object's closest approach to Mars brought the tension to a fever pitch. NASA's reconnaissance orbiter, bristling with high-resolution imaging equipment, was poised to capture the most detailed Martian side view of an interstellar object in human history. But federal shutdown swept through the agency, freezing critical command protocols and burying raw data in fragmented backup clusters. Engineers later stumbled on ghost files, images missing headers, corrupted by partial transmissions, marking the moment Atlas might have crossed the Martian sky unobserved. Was this intentional, a flaw, or a shroud? Astronomers and engineers who pieced together the broken timestamp began to suspect that the missing context wasn't caused purely by technical error. Was it an echo of deliberate data suppression, or simply the inevitable collapse of systems overwhelmed by uncertainty? The files existed in limbo, seen by few, proven by none, a mystery vanishing in process rather than narrative. The Skywatcher Underground. With official channels silent, the world turned grassroots. Amateur astronomers, backyard hobbyists, and lone data miners became the new custodians of truth. In open-source collaboration stretching across time zones, they pooled images, compared light curves, and rebuilt ATLAS's movement from scratch. Their findings were alarming. Atlas's rotations weren't random. They displayed micro-deviations perfectly correlated with bursts of solar wind, as if the object was surfing the interplanetary tides. Not chaos, intent. Factions erupted. Was this artificial? A probe from a civilization beyond human comprehension? Or a fragment of deep space technology drifting in cosmic exile? The models built in living rooms rivaled institutional data sets, their results muddy but persistent. In the new world of crowdsourced discovery, truth felt democratized, but also dangerously volatile. Nickel blood and cyanide breath. If space had a scent, theorists said, ATLAS would smell like metallic blood and cyanide breath. Each spectral reading was a paradox. Machine and biologic, industrial and organic, bound and unbound. Nickel vapor separated from iron, cyanide stratified in concentric halos, pulses of brightness following a mechanical rhythm instead of chaos. Was this nature imitating technology, or technology masquerading as nature? Engineers pointed to the carbonyl process, a reaction so precise it's used in industrial metallurgy, but almost never in spontaneous celestial environments. The periodic surges in nickel emission suggested controlled venting, as if the heart of ATLAS hid the mechanisms of a cosmic engine. Astronomers ran the models again. After accounting for every plausible natural cause, only mystery remained. The numbers didn't lie, but they refused to provide comfort. The data felt alive, the machine that saw ahead. The true extent of the anomaly was first captured by machines, not people. NASA's TESS telescope, designed to spot planet transits, flagged a faint, non-stellar trajectory months before humans recognized its significance. Citizen scientists mining open access datasets noticed the anomaly, retrained their AI models, and triangulated the inbound visitor before the world's most advanced survey systems could respond. Discovery had changed. Machines now found the ghost in the darkness. Humans were left to interpret the patterns and ask the questions. Could intent be measured in deviation? Was the story now automated, only needing human imagination to give it voice? Collision course or calculated avoidance? Public data endlessly assured ATLAS posed no threat. Its closest approach was still hundreds of millions of kilometers from Earth's surface. No collision, no immediate danger. But the conspiracy didn't rest. Forums and encrypted group chats circulated orbital simulations using unpublished amateur measurements. These models revealed fractional course corrections, minute but undeniable, always enacted during moments when solar radiation peaked. The calculations suggested an intelligence in motion, a craft perhaps actively avoiding Earth, as if aware of its presence. Professional astronomers dismissed these claims. Impossibly precise, statistically insignificant, noise, not signal. Yet the object always passed just close enough to Mars for optimal study, always retreating from Earth with mathematical perfection. Was this cosmic mission planning or the accidental result of unimaginable cosmic forces? The statistics refused to play fair. The odds, some insisted, were astronomically low for randomness and terrifyingly high for intent. Government silence and whistleblower fractures. Behind the scenes, secrecy grew institutional. Files marked inconclusive sank into digital basements where only maintenance scripts would touch them. Whistleblowers inside NASA, defense agencies, and global intelligence networks began leaking fragments, budget allocations, redacted emergency communication protocols, pseudonymous warnings about classified contact. The burden of secrecy became unbearable. Internal debates raged, disclose and risk chaos, or conceal and control revelation. The decision to go public when it finally came felt less like choice and more like surrender to inevitable exposure. Even as officials insisted there was no threat, coordinated announcements across international agencies suggested an emergency protocol was already at work, religious repercussions and societal tremors. As news reached the streets, faith leaders scrambled with existential questions. Some called the discovery evidence of cosmic plurality, proof of divine creativity. Others argued for human centrality in creation, warning that unity must not dissolve into confusion. The internet swelled with anxious searching, pollsters reporting surges in excitement and dread, educators raced to update curricula, mental health professionals logged sharp spikes in existential anxiety, entertainment studios greenlit films and documentaries blending fact, fiction, and speculative horror. Humanity stared upward not just to see, but to feel seen. The final data drop. Atlas's closest approach triggered an international rush for last-minute analysis. Mars orbiter images streamed in, their raw data parsed by algorithms searching for meaning. Infrared readings measured temperatures inexplicably stable across the object's surface, impossible for any purely natural comet. Chemical samples showed exotic particles, fusion byproducts, technosignatures, fragments of a physics yet to be described. In closed rooms and shadowy corners, scientific committees drafted resolutions for the age of interstellar presence. Treaties were revisited, legal experts warning that old agreements assumed only human-made objects would traverse the ether. Industries braced for disruption. Energy firms crumbled as rumors spread about alien technologies poised to remake power generation. Still, one question loomed. Why was the true trajectory concealed, hidden behind layers of calibration, bureaucratic silence, and algorithmic noise? Collision or evasion, the haunting question. Is 3I/ATLAS a messenger, a scout, or a remnant? Will humanity ever know if it carries knowledge, danger, or nothing at all? Was its route through our solar system chosen with intent, or is cosmic fate just another word for what we cannot explain? Every outburst, every strange signal, every micro-correction in velocity feeds the narrative. The ultimate question persists. Is the imminent collision a reality or a manufactured myth, crafted to distract us from secrets not meant for public reckoning? Why do those in power keep its true path a secret? What waits in the silences between official statements and amateur observatories, between corrupted backup files and the whispers of citizen scientists? Will the final answer be revelation or erasure, a universe in waiting? As Atlas continues its impossible journey, past Mars, away from Earth, out into the blackness, the world watches and wonders. Are we prepared for the answers that may never come? Or have we already seen enough to change forever what it means to look up, searching for truth beyond the stars? The story is not finished. The final collision might never arrive. Perhaps secrecy is itself the defense, a barrier between knowledge and the imagination that pursues it. And in the end, as always, the universe refuses to explain. It only offers the terrifying beauty of a question, unyielding and eternal.